Hello friends, let's begin with our new part, that is synthetic curves. Within that, first is our cubic spline curve. In this we will cover about the some of the basics of the curve and synthetic curve. Then we will move to the cubic spline curve, its derivation. Let's start. Hermite cubic spline. They are the general form of curves that are defined through a set of vertices or a points, as shown in the figure. It's a piecewise interpolation of cubic spline. The curve passes through the data points, as shown in figure, and therefore it interpolates through the data points only. That means when you move any type of data point, that time that curve will be changes. Each segment is approximated by parametric cube polynomial to maintain C2 continuity. C0 continuity, that means there are no gaps or jumps in a curve. As shown in first figure, there is a one joint. Okay. C1 continuity, that is slope and tangent continuity or first derivative continuity, as shown in second figure of joint, there is a tangent continuity or derivative continuity. C2 continuity is curvature or second derivative continuity, as shown in third joint figure. Okay. A cubic polynomial generates C0, C1, C2 continuity in associated curve as shown below. Approaches of the curve or form of a curve. There are two forms of a curve. One is interpolated and another is approximated. All points of the basic figure are located on the created figure called interpolation curve segment. A curve passes through all the data points, that is interpolated. Approximation, all the points or basic figure need not be located on a created figure, that is called approximation curve segment. It's try to fit a smoother curve, or it may be close to data point but not passing through each point. Okay, that is approximated curve as shown in figure. So in approximated curve, you observe there are some local points which are not on the curve. There are only two data points and four local points. So remember, those local points also curve the curve smoothness of the curve. Okay, those local points will also help to improve the smoothness of a curve. So that we will study in next spline curve. The Hermite form of cubic spline is determined by defining positions and tangent vectors at the data points. The base of the base is done on interpolation technique. The parametric cubic spline curve as shown in the figure. Okay, there is a two data points and two tangent vectors. Remember this. So parametric cubic spline curve or cubic spline for short connects two data, that is endpoints, and utilizes a cubic equation. Therefore, four conditions are required to determine the coefficient of equation. Okay, there are four conditions are required to determine the coefficients of equation. Always remember it is a cubic spline curve, so cubic equation we have to use. X of u is ax u cube plus bx u square plus cxu plus dx. Y of u is ay u cube plus by u square plus cyu plus dy. Z of u is az u cube plus bz u square plus czu plus dz, and it lies between 0 to 1. Okay, as shown in the figure. So p of u is equal to x of u, y of u, and z of u. So in the matrix form, how we will write? Ax plus bx plus cx plus d, and in column vector there will be u cube, u square, u and 1. Okay, the matrix will be formulated from above equation only. So ax, bx, cx and dx, ay, by, cy, dy, az, bz, cz and dz, those are taken in the one matrix, those are coefficients, and then u cube, u square, u1, 1 are taken in the column vector. General parametric equation of cubic spline is given as au cube plus bu square plus cu plus d. Previously, I have taken in the scalar form x, y, z. So it is a general form, and pu is equal to u cube, u square, u1 and 1, a, b, c, d. So you can interchange the column vector and horizontal hour vector. Okay, column vector and row vector. So it is shown in figure that the tangent vector at the end of the segments, that means only at the end points, and there are end tangents. Okay, so effect of change in the magnitude of tangent vector is shown in the second figure. So remember this in cubic spline. So general form of cubic spline curve is already we have taken, and tangent vector is p dash of u, that is derivative form. Okay, p dash of u is 3au square plus 2bu plus c. P dash of u is 3u cube 2u 10 abcd. Okay, now when we put the condition, that is minimum value of u and maximum value of u, so at u is equal to 0, what we get, we have to put in the equation, that is in general form of cubic spline, p naught, we have to find out p naught. P naught is 0 0 0 because u cube, u square, u1 are 0. So 0 0 0 1 abcd, while p naught dash will be 3u cube 0 2u 0 1 0 abcd. Okay, then we have to put at u is equal to 1, we have to find out p1, that is again cubic spline, that will be 1 1 1 1 abcd, and p dash 1, that is 3 2 1 0 abcd. So you will understand dash are the tangent vectors. Okay, so we get a 4 conditions as we solving any cubic spline curve. We needed 4 conditions. These are this 4 conditions: p naught dash, p1 and p1 dash. So we have to club together all this. So what we get, p naught p1, p naught dash p1 dash, 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 1 0 0 1 0 3 2 1 0 abcd. We have to take inverse of that. So abcd is equal to 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 1 0 0 1 0 3 2 1 0 inverse matrix. Then p naught p1 p naught dash p1 dash. So inverse of that 4 by 4 matrix will be 2 minus 2 1 1 minus 3 3 minus 2 minus 1 0 0 1 0 1 triple 0, and p naught p1 dash p1 p naught dash p1 dash. So when we multiply this, what we get, 2 into p naught minus p1 plus p naught dash plus p1 dash, minus 3 into p naught minus p1 minus 2 p naught dash minus p1 dash, p naught dash p naught. So these are the equation for our new matrix ABCD. So this is the coefficient matrix of our first form. So P of u is u cube u square u into 1 ABCD. Here ABCD we will replace with our derived form, that is 2 into p naught minus 2p1 plus p naught dash plus p1 dash minus 3 into p naught plus 3p1 minus 2p naught dash minus p1 dash p naught dash p naught. Similarly, p of u will be u cube u square u1, that is 2 into p naught minus p1 plus p naught dash plus p1 dash minus 3 into p naught minus p1 minus 2 p naught dash minus p1 dash. P naught dash and P naught. So everyone understand this. We have to remember this matrix for solving the examples of cubic spline curve. A cubic polynomial has four coefficients and thus it requires four conditions to evaluate. The condition should be combination of points and tangent vector. The property of tangent vector, if both the vectors are constant and symmetricity is maintained, if one changes through symmetricity, it will be affected the internal profile of the curve. Okay. The conditions of for Hermite interpolation is endpoints. 2 points are interpolated at a time by parametric cubic curve. Tangent vector, the direction of tangent vector establishes the slopes, that is direction of cosines of a curve at the endpoints, and the changes the magnitude of vectors that allow modification of the shape of the curve. Advantages: the universality, that means change in one data point that move all other. Okay. Then dimensional independence, they are identical for each of the three model space condition because they are dependent on only parameter u. Separation of boundary condition effects, they allow the constituent boundary condition coefficients to be decoupled from each other. Disadvantages: due to its global control characteristic, by changing the position of the data point, the entire shape of the spline changes. The curve is always cubic regardless the number of data points. The curve is lesser smoother than other synthetic curves. Practically, the direction of magnitude of tangent vector is very difficult to know. More intuitive to only specific points. So when we go to next spline curve, you will understand these disadvantages and advantages.